Right, phase one of the whole chili operation was to cut the stalks off them, get them cleaned up, sort them so that you don't have any rotten stuff in between. Add some green chilies for a bit of extra different flavor. And here's Michelle walking around in the background on the video too.
Oh, you're doing a tutorial.
A tutorial. Anyway, we're cutting up the chilies first with a knife, just to get them chopped up like this. And we'll show you the end result before we put it into the oven. So that's the knife part of it done. Now we take to our trusty old 2-blader. Lots of people ask why we don't use a food processor. I think that whole process is just too mechanical, liquefies the chili instead of just making nice flaky bits and pieces. You get a really good flavor from them. I like sprinkling them on after the dry product is done, which looks like this. Once it's all dried, and you can see it's nice and loose and flaky, it's not liquid. And we got chili flakes for a good 6 months of the year. And I'll show you just some of the chili that has been cut up and prepared and put into a pan. As you can see, we got an oven pan here full of chili, and we're now going to take it up and put it in the oven. I've already preheated the oven to 70 degrees into one of the lower rungs of the oven. Close it. It's at 70 and we're going to leave it in there for 2 hours. Right, one very important thing after having worked with chili, and that is those chili juices stick on your hands, and wherever you touch it burns. And the quickest way to ensure that those chili juices get off your hands is to use toothpaste. And of course, depending on the kind of toothpaste that you're using, you should get quite a pleasant smell afterwards on your hands. And dishwashing liquid doesn't work. Toothpaste is abrasive, and toothpaste will take all of that chili right off your skin. Some time has passed, and now we're going to open up the oven again and have a look at our chilies. I see that they have started to dry nicely. Around the edges, of course, it has dried very quickly. In the center, still a bit moist, but that is just enough to get it dry. Now oven has been switched off, and I'll just put it back in the oven and just let this sit there and dry out completely. There we go. Well, good morning. This is the next day. I've left the chilies in the oven overnight. Let's have a look at what they look like at the moment. Oh, they look like they're done and they're ready for bottling, except I like to put them in the sun just for a few hours. The sun's very bright this morning, got a lot of glare, but I will leave them in the sun here for an hour or two just to get that right degree of crispiness that I like. And that's of course open to your likes of how you actually like it. At this stage, I suppose you could put it in a blender and make it finer to get a more of a chili powder effect, but that's mine done. You should try your own. Bye.